What is up, guys? Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to rank all Europa League teams, starting with Ajax. Oh, Ajax, aka the Dutch Arsenal. They bottled the entire season. They bottled the Dutch Cup, bottled the Europa League, and yeah, they lost to like Frankfurt's literal B team, and they bottled the Eredivisie. They were 9 points. They were 10 points clear with 9 games to go in April. And yeah, they bottled it because they lost like 4 games in a row. And then they conceded a 99th minute equalizer to Tottenham Groningen, Virgil van Dijk's boyhood club, to bottle the league. And PSV won the league. But anyways, up until the Europa League round of 16, Ajax played fairly well, finished second in their division, going in B. AS Anderlecht, so I have a don't know tier where I just basically don't really know about the club. I don't really follow the Belgian league, but because I watch the Premier League and Champions League. Yeah, but AS Anderlecht, they like the top 3 Belgian club. Am I right? They're like one of the best Belgian clubs. Like they're very good. Like qualifying for Europa League. Like quite decent. Like I don't think they're like Club Brugge level, but yeah, I'm putting them in don't know. Now comes Atletico Bilbao. They played so well this Europa League and finished 4th in La Liga. At the time of this recording, they are 4th in La Liga. I think today the final games are being played. I'm not sure when, but they made it to the semi-finals where they lost to my least favorite club, Man United. Anyways, Atletico Bilbao going in S tier. Next up is AZ Alkmaar, another Dutch club who I think they made it to the playoffs of the Europa League. I'm not sure, but anyways, they played quite well in the Europa League this year. Honestly, I don't really know, but I don't know much about them. They finished 4th in the Eredivisie, so yeah, again, a chance of qualifying for Europe. I said they're alright, been decent this season, yeah. Yeah, and I lost my words for this one. Ranking them I'm putting them in, don't know. Now comes Besiktas. So, I've got a friend, I got a Turkish friend, he's a huge Besiktas fan. And yeah, Besiktas, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, Trabzonspor, those are like the best Turkish clubs. Is Trabzonspor a good Turkish club? I don't know. I don't really follow the Super League, but I did know that Galatasaray won the Turkish League. Yeah, I'm putting Besiktas in B tier. Next is Bodø / Glimt. All my days, making it to the semi-finals, they lost to Spurs, who ended up winning the Europa League. I'm not joking. I'm really serious that Spurs won the Europa League. I'm not joking at all. I'm not joking at all. But Bodø / Glimt defeated Twente in the playoffs. I don't remember who they defeated in round 16. Knocked out Lazio out the corners, but sadly fell short to Spurs. I was really wanted them to make it to the Europa League final. Honestly, I'm giving them S tier. Very good. Now comes SC Braga. Yeah, they're an alright Portuguese club. Sorry, I need to check how many did they finish in the Portuguese league, because I don't really know much about them. I just checked it. They finished 4th with 66 points. So, been decent this season. Been decent in the Europa League. I think. Yeah, what is happening with my iPad? Yeah, I put them in B. Next is Dynamo Kiev. Piece of in the Europa League. They lost 4-0 to my favorite team, Ferencváros, and have been awful this season in the Europa League. Next is EFL Elfsborg, a Swedish club. They're like the best Swedish team with like Malmö FF, BK Häcken. Correct me in the comments if I pronounce them if I pronounce them wrong. Yeah, but I think they've been decent this Europa League. Also, I'm not sure how they're doing in the Swedish league. I'm checking right now. They are 3rd in the league right now. And I'm giving them, B tier. So next are the Romanian giants, FCSB, or as the Romanians pronounce it, Făcăsăbă. Correct me in the comments if I pronounced it wrong. I personally, I think I nailed that pronunciation. It's my first 6 years of life in Romania, but I don't know Romanian because I'm Hungarian. Yes, so yeah, Bodø, they're a decent club. Yeah, I like them. And personally, yeah, they've been decent. Made it to the round 16. I'm putting them in BT. Next up, Fenerbahce. They did not win the Turkish league. Galatasaray won it, thanks to Muslera scoring a penalty. Yes, Muslera, Gala's goalkeeper. But enough about. I'm going to talk about that when we reach Galatasaray. Anyways, Fenerbahce, I think they finished second, and they had a decent season. They were decent in Europa League, giving them 80. Now comes my favorite club, Ferencvárosi Budapest. Okay, one of my favorite clubs. I even have a Ferencváros pen. I really have a Ferencváros pen, and for some reason I'm constantly daydreaming during this recording, and I need to stop daydreaming. But anyway, during whenever I record my videos, anyways, I'm putting them up in S. Eintracht Frankfurt, they do have Hugo Ekitike and Hugo Larsson and Kevin Trapp in goal. Those are absolute ballers. They're going to be in the Champions League next year, I think. They did a huge loss this season by selling Mamouche to Man City, who scored a rocket versus Bournemouth. That was a banger. Frankfurt are a decent club, very good. I think they made it to the quarterfinals of Europa. They made it to the quarterfinals of Europa League, where they lost Spurs, putting them in ST. Galatasaray, they won the Turkish league. Here's a photo. Yeah, I couldn't find any footage of the trophy lift. Yeah, Galatasaray, decent club, very good club, probably the best in Turkey with Fenerbahce and Besiktas. Yeah, I'm putting them in 80. Now comes Karabakh. The Azerbaijani football club. Yes, Azerbaijani football club. I do not know if you guys even heard of Azerbaijan. And if you guys didn't heard of Azerbaijan, it's a country in Asia. Yeah. I'm putting Karabakh in, don't know. Now comes TSG 1899 Hoffenheim, which is a German club, a mid-table Bundesliga club who are somehow in the Europa League. I think no, they did not win the DFB Pokal, but I'm not sure why, but yeah, they had a mid-table finish this season. I've been all right in the Europa League, I think. Yeah, I'm putting them in BT. Next is Lazio, making it the first place in the league phase, and got knocked out to none other than Bodø/Glimt. Is it pronounced Bodø/Glimt? Correct me in the comments how you pronounce it. Lazio, been alright. 80. Now is Ludogorets, which is a Bulgarian club. Wait, why are they here in the Europa League, TLS? Weren't they in the Conference League? Or I don't know, but I'm putting them in don't know tier. Now is Olympic Leonard. Yeah, they have Ryan Čech. He basically half of Europe wants him. Like, he's an absolute baller. Like, are there any other good players at Olympic Leonard? I don't know. Oh yeah, they do have Nemanja Matic, who criticized Onana, calling him the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United history. I agree with that. Yeah, I'm putting Olympic Leonard in 80. Piece of shit. Yes, and now we have got Malmö FF. And yeah, fun fact, that was Zlatan Ibrahimovic's first club. Yeah, insane how Zlatan started his career there and became one of the best players in Earth's history. Like, if you don't believe me, here's a photo. This is young Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah, and Malmö FF. I literally showed the Swedish league table early in this video. I forgot what it looks like right now. I think they're top 5. Yeah, putting them B. Yeah, ignore that club. Now comes FC Midtjylland. They are like one of the best Danish clubs, but like with Copenhagen and Brøndby and Midtjylland, they're like the top 3 Danish football clubs. Like they're decent. Like I don't think they're like Copenhagen, Brøndby level, but yeah, one of the best Danish clubs. Like, yeah, I think they got grouped in the Europa League. I'm not so sure, but I'm going to give them a solid BT. Next is ÖSG Nice. They have They've got Dante at the club. He was like an absolute legend if you played FIFA 15, FIFA 16, or some of those earlier FIFAs. I think you know what I mean. Like, he used to be such a baller. Like, he's 40 years old and he's still playing. That's absolutely insane. Österrike have been having one of the worst in the Europa League. I'm giving them 80. Next, there's Olympiacos. They're the defending Conference League champions, beating Fiorentina 1-0 in 116th minute extra time winner. I'm going to show some footage of that right here.
Danger still not over. Oh, it's in!
Yeah, they couldn't win the Europa League. Still, they played all right. I'm going to give them an 80. Yeah, you know, I'm putting them in B. No idea why I did that. Now, PAOK. Yeah, I know they absolutely demolished Ferencváros 5-1. I literally saw that humiliation on TV. It was... And somehow still watching it. Who texted me right now? Oh, it's just my football news. Sorry, guys. But anyways, we are back to talking about PAOK. Yeah, even though they humiliated us, I'm putting them in B. Next up, we got FC Porto. Fun fact, they actually won the Champions League in 2004. This is the Europa League, not the Champions League, but yeah. And they're a good club. They have Diogo Costa and goal. I've been hearing about some links with Manchester City, and I saw Diogo Costa play in the Euros for Portugal in that game against Slovenia in the round of 16. He played very well. I imagine he's doing the same for Porto. Like who else have Porto got? And they are a very good club. Lots of young talents, which is very good. That's why I'm putting Porto up in S tier. Next up, we got Real Sociedad. They have got Take Fusakubo, the best Japanese player in the world, but right now, not like all time. I think there was like some better ones like Nakara, and yeah. Anyways, there are Sociedad. I have no idea where they finished in La Liga. I watched La Liga highlights. I should know this, but I don't know where did they finish. But they played decently. Had a good season. I'm putting them in A. Next up, we got Rangers, the biggest Scottish club with Celtic. I've no idea which is the biggest one. I think Celtic is the biggest since they won the Champions League this year. But Rangers are also decent. Like George Hagi's son plays for Rangers. Yeah, I'm putting Rangers in. Yeah, I'm putting them up in B. Next up, we got RFS. I just checked, and it turns out to be a Latvian club. And yeah, I'm not going to put them in the bottom tier because that'll be just too harsh for them. I just heard of this club for the first time. I do not know any of their players. That's why it's fair to give them don't know. I'm sorry, RFS fans. Now we got AS Roma. Fun fact, AS Roma only lost one Serie A game in the last 6 months. Yeah, their coach is somehow cooking. They got Paulo Dybala, Artem Dovbyk, El Shaarawy at the club. They are all absolute ballers. And AS Roma had a very good season, qualifying for Champions League. I think they also had a decent Europa League run, but I'm not so sure about that. I'm putting them in A. Next up, we got Slavia Praha. Yeah, I like Slavia Praha. Yeah, I just really like the color red. It's my favorite color. I like all clubs that play in red except Manchester United. I hate that club because I'm a Liverpool fan. So anyways, Slavia Praha is going to go up. Yeah, I'm going to put them up in A. Yeah, you know I'm putting them in B. Next up, we got Spurs. They won the Europa League. Yeah, here's some footage. Brothers, Spurs win their first trophy in 17 years. You know how impressive that is? And that means I cannot roast Spurs for being trophyless. S+ tier. Next up is Twente. They made it to the playoffs where they just got battered by Bodø/Glimt. Is it Bodø/Glimt? Bodø Glimt. How do you pronounce it, guys? Please comment down below how you pronounce that, the Bodø Glimt or something. But anyways, Twente had a good season, putting them in B. Now we got USG. Is it called Royal something? SG something. I've forgotten the full name of that club. I should know it because I play FC 25 all day, but I honestly forgot the full name of that club. Anyways, they had a decent season, good season. I think they won the Belgian Super League. I'm still not sure, but anyways, good season. Yeah, I think, maybe, no idea. I'm putting them in BT. Next up, Victoria Pleasant made it to the playoffs where they knocked out Ferencváros. Ferencváros beat them in Budapest 1-0. Then they did a comeback, knocking them out 3-1 in aggregate. That was honestly a bit sad, but it happened. But it happens to all the clubs. So there's always next season as well. I'm putting them in BT. Well, that was the video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you later, guys.